Hey, sorry, before we get started in this video, I need to be a sellout real quick. My commissions are open. Here's my prices. I know they are cheap. Maybe they will go on sale soon. Maybe you'll get a discount soon, so they'll be even cheaper. If you are interested, please DM me on any of these platforms. If you're not interested in buying any art for me or from me, whatever, you could support me still by following me, promoting my commissions. Just, I don't know, be a bro. But yeah, thank you for listening. Okay, now here's the video. Bye! Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you could stop by. Today I'm just doing a speed paint and I want to go over my process with this because it was a headache at times, and this is one of my bigger drawings. Normally my drawings last about an hour or so, but this one took me about 6 hours and I think 25 minutes, so pretty big difference for me. Originally for this drawing, I wanted this to be a sunflower field and I wanted her to be like at like a picnic or something like that, but I could not figure out how to draw the sunflowers. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. So instead I just made it normal flowers, like normal whatever flowers, and I took inspiration from this picture and I made like a little pathway for her to walk through. And I still wanted to include the picnic part because that was my first thought of like concept, so I included her carrying like this picnic basket, and that's what I went with. I struggled a little bit at first with drawing Millie because I didn't know if I wanted her to be like walking in a side view or if I wanted her to be front facing like this, but I decided to go for the side view just because I wanted to represent her chubbiness. But the front view I found that kind of hard to do, so I just decided to do the side view instead. So at this point, it's already past the 2-hour mark. It's very cluttered, very detailed, but I fixed the clutterness later by coloring, rendering the line art, so don't worry about that. But this is one of my longer, bigger drawings. I don't typically draw like this. I typically just do like a character, and it is very simple and nothing much is going on, not even much of a pose. So this was very much out of my comfort zone, but I really like doing drawings like this. I don't know why I do them more often. Probably because they take me a lot of time and are very headache inducing, especially if you have a shitty iPhone 6 like me and your storage doesn't like exist really, and so whenever you draw anything like this you constantly get error messages, and on top of that some of your shit gets corrupted and you might have to redo stuff that you've spent like 3 hours on. Yeah, that happened this time and that really sucked. I wanted to cry, honestly, but I just kept going. I don't know. I really wanted to complete this. I didn't want this to be one of my things. I'm like, oh, this is a big project of mine. I'm gonna start on this and it's gonna be amazing. I'm really obsessed with it. And then I don't even finish it. I don't even get to the middle of it. And I'm worried that's what's gonna happen to this video, so I'm going to not let that happen because I'm so tired of doing that all the time. So right now I'm working on the pond, and the pond was really tricky for me because one, water is really hard to draw, like stupid hard to draw, and two, it was like too saturated at the beginning, and so it drew away a lot of the attention from everything else, especially because it's this bright blue color compared to all these greens and like purples and pinks and stuff. So I had to kind of tone it down some, but it was sort of hard to because I already rendered it, so I had to like do an overlay basically. It was a little bit of a headache, and also the perspective of it is not really accurate, but I mean, perspective is hard, so can you really blame me? It still looks good, it doesn't look bad. Man, I had so much fun shading and rendering this drawing. I loved playing with the colors. That's like one of my biggest passions when it comes to like drawing, honestly, is shading and experimenting with it and having fun with it. I love playing around with my colors, and I had so much fun with this drawing. I had so much fun with the grass, with the flowers, with the bushes, with the water. Even though the water was really tricky, I still had fun with it. I really enjoyed working on this drawing. It makes me really happy to look at because I had so much fun with it. And that makes me feel really good, you know? Okay, obviously, you know I had to include some Animal Jam music into this. I mean, come on. It's Animal Jam music. It's, like, some of the best, I think. I love it. But, anyways, I have to keep talking about the rendering and the shading and the line art, because I love it. With how my style is recently, I have been coloring my line art, and the way I do it, I like to call it rendering my line art, because I do it in a way to where it makes everything look more cohesive and just better. I don't know, like, I just love how that looks, and I think that in combination with how I shade looks really, really nice, because it makes my art that's pretty cartoony look like something that you can feel. And I think that is a really cool thing to be able to do, because I think that's a little bit more tricky, because usually whenever you think of cartoony artwork, usually you think of when it's like cell shaded, or it might not be this detailed, but I like being able to push those boundaries where I can have cartoony art that is nicely shaded like this and still look really nice. I love that. I think it's one of the most important things about my art style right now, and it's what I love the most about my art as of right now. It's so fun, it makes me feel good, and it makes it makes me really happy. It makes me feel satisfied. As we get close to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for listening to me, and thank you for staying. I hope you have a good day. Remember to take care of yourself, eat something, drink something. Remember that you're loved, and bye bye.